The bread in the United States is truly disgusting. The reason why it's full of chemicals and why it's full of preservative is because people prefer. Today we will dive deeper than any knife dares to dive. Today we will explore the secret of United States' bread. But before we do that, guys, some of the brightest and the smartest people on earth are following the channel. And today you have a huge opportunity to join them. You can join them by simply smashing that subscribe button, becoming a true believer, becoming a true follower of this channel. Also, make sure to smash that like button. It helps the algorithm and it helps the channel grow. So make sure to do that. And without further delays, let's go.
Hey, how y'all doing? Just so we're clear, this isn't bread, right? Like that's not bread. Bread shouldn't be able, when you ball up bread, it shouldn't be able to just unwilt.
As we saw in the video clip, the United States' bread is truly disgusting. Truly disgusting. Maybe I'm a little bit overplaying. Maybe I'm a little bit over exaggerating. But it kind of looks uneatable. It resembles a plastic. It resembles a sponge. It truly resembles a sponge. I remember we used to have sponges in elementary basic school. We used to have the, still the old boards, and you would write on them with shark. I think they call it in English sharks. And we would write on it, and usually you would have to put the sponge in the water and then try to get rid of the, the stuff that we were learning and it was written on the board. And the United States bread kind of resembles a little bit the sponge that we would use. But anyway, it's disgusting. It's uneatable. It really looks disgusting. The reason why it looks like that is because it's full of preservatives. It's full of chemicals that are meant to preserve the food forever. That are meant to make sure, these chemicals are meant to make sure that the bread won't spoil, that the bread won't go bad on you, that the bread is eatable forever, for months and months and months. The reason why people in the United States prefer this type of bread full of chemicals and preservative is because everything is too far. I already talked about this in the video called The Biggest Problem in the United States, the biggest problem in America. Also, we would spend 3-4 hours in grocery store picking up all of the stuff. It was quite boring. I remember that it was quite boring. But people have to do it because they live farther away and they are not willing to, go grocery shopping every other day. It is much different lifestyle in that sense. And so all of this food have to stay fresh for long. So it's full of chemicals that are usually illegal in Europe. But in the United States they are required because the lifestyle just requires it. You need the food to stay fresh for a very long time. It was kind of a funny video. It was kind of a haha video during 4th of July. But the underlying truth remains. The biggest issue in America is just the amount of distance. And people tend to prefer food that does not spoil because it usually takes hour or even more to go grocery shopping, and so people will only go grocery shopping once a week or maybe even once in 2 weeks. They will buy huge amounts of stuff and they are hoping that this type of food won't spoil soon. They usually go for highly processed food because it does not spoil and remains fresh forever and ever till the end of all times. It won't spoil. One thing that I have learned being in the United States for a year as an exchange student is that you can't really blame these people. You cannot blame them, because if you have a real work, if you have a real true work where you clock in, day out, where if you have a 9 to 5, nobody wants to go grocery shopping, especially if it takes an hour to go there. Most importantly, most people in the United States live far away from their job. Usually the commute to job is on average around 40 minutes. And so you have to understand that nobody wants to go shopping right after work, and then it would take you 2 hours to get home. By the time you are home, it's like 7 p.m, maybe even 8. It could take quite a time to go shopping, and so you cannot expect people to spend entire day in their work and then after that go shopping every single day or every other day for food. It's just unrealistic. You wouldn't do that either. Even if you live in Europe and you would have to do this, you would very quickly start to prefer food that does not spoil. You would prefer food that is full of preservatives, like Americans do. And so on the one hand, yes, the food is disgusting, but on the other hand, you have to understand that life isn't always black and white. There's a lot of gray in the middle, and people just simply choose what is more convenient. And that's how free markets work. It's kind of a symptom of free market that people choose this type of food. Guys, I have a huge announcement to make. One of our investigative journalists, Poppy Gloria Smoria, she has been able to secure interview with Bigfoot.
What a great time! What a fun time!
Life-sized Bigfoot. So guys, make sure to check out that video on my channel. It's going to be up soon. Also, make sure to check out my blog. Only the smartest and brightest people will be able to appreciate the uniqueness and originality that this blog offers. And so if you are a true believer, make sure to check it out. Also, make sure to smash that like button. Make sure to smash that subscribe button. Make sure to check out the video there. Make sure to check out the video here. And guys, I will see you in the next one. Bye bye. Bye bye.